some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah, hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Hello.
Stupid O'Clock. And we got to break this one out. Let me find it. There it is. There it is.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
We've got John.
I have already explained this several times, but
yes.
Yes. I have a new computer. It doesn't have a camera. It doesn't have a microphone, and it's Windows 11, so it doesn't want to play nice with my old stuff.
Oh, and John, remember you said A10's an old system, not worth anything? They found out it's a great anti-drone weapon.
And going after speedboats.
And going after speedboats.
Apparently there is a huge rumor going around that they may give them, they're going to give them to the United States Marine Corps.
Yep.
Ooh, I would love that.
Which I think is just a huge rumor. But the other rumor that's also just as huge, but more likely, they're thinking about coming out with a newer version of it.
Well, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
Now, could you imagine an A10 with a tail hook?
With what?
A tail hook.
Exactly, a tail hook. They're talking a tail hook, radar, same kind of gun, basically, with a bigger ammo drum. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And better engines.
Yeah.
Well, there have been a few advances in
easily
engine technology since that was built.
Since
Those
the
are
late
easily
1950s.
workable improvements.
Well, they also came out with why the engines sit up so high, tucked towards the top, and almost between the twin rudders. Hides the heat signature.
Yep.
Yeah, sort of.
Well,
But,
also the intakes are actually over the wings, so it's harder for when landing or taking off to throw up runway debris into the engines.
Foreign object damage. Yes.
No foreign object debris in this one.
Actually, why that plane became the A-10. Because the other plane that was in the competition, they wanted them both to be able to run on rough runways, but the other plane, the engine sat much lower.
And suck stuff up on taxi.
It kind of reminds me of the old story. It's probably apocryphal. They were testing new windshields to see if they'd withstand the impact of birds in flight. So they kept shooting turkeys out of a cannon at it, and it failed every time. And somebody told them they might want to thaw out the damn turkey first.
Yeah, London was or England was having a trouble with their high-speed train. What?
No, what I heard was NASA developed these guns for testing bird strikes on
the space shuttle.
Well, no, back before that actually.
Yeah.
And they had two of them. They had a small one that would shoot chickens. They had a big one that would shoot turkeys, and they built the big one at the request of Edwards Air Force Base in California, because apparently they were having problems with birds like California condors, which is not a small bird.
No.
So they built these, and they were testing all this stuff. And somewhere down the line, they loaned them to Canada. Canada was building a fighter aircraft that would have been the best fighter aircraft of its day, strangely enough. And so they loaned it to Canada. Canada kept coming back going, all our windshields keep failing. Says, we can't figure out what we're doing wrong. And so NASA reviewed all their data. And NASA was like, these windshields should not be failing like this. And then finally somebody figured out and called them and said, hey, are you guys thawing out the turkeys before you shoot them at the airplane?
A 35-pound snowball coming at you, or hail, which y'all have had some experience with over this last week.
Did you get hail, Joe?
No. That was
that was Donna and Carl and Dawn.
Yeah, that was our northern contingency.
Yeah, I about to say.
Yeah.
Hell, we'd be lucky. We'd be lucky to get any sort of rain right now.
Yeah. Well,
as long as it holds off till after tomorrow.
Yeah. Dan, you know Josh from England, the YouTube guy, Josh and Jace, then Josh from England.
Yeah. I do.
Somebody videoed the stuff coming down, and he's like, that's hailstones in America?
Oh, yeah.
How do you people survive? Now, I bet somewhere out there was some idiot with football shoulder pads and a motorcycle helmet running around in that stuff.
The worst one
Would
I
not
saw.
surprise me.
Guy had a convertible sports car, and he put the convertible roof was up, and a hailstone came in, and it just shredded the top of that car. I mean,
yeah.
And he went out there to move the car.
Concussion.
And died. And they got it on camera, him getting hit in the head with something about the size of a baseball. And the bad part is nobody could go out there and get him.
Yep.
You've seen the two Australian DJs that read crazy stories? Also, your New Zealand guys that read crazy stories. Stupid things people did. And they read one, and they released it out, and it goes, how I got a PlayStation for my birthday. For my birthday. It was early summer of 1990 or 1999. I was spending the week with my grandparents.
Ugh.
My grandpa says, let's take the boat out. He's like, oh, yeah. He goes, I'll let you drive once we get out. All right. So he gets out and, he starts it up. Grandpa says, let me go inside, back inside, get the cooler and everything. We'll take it out. Well, being a young 10-year-old, I get in the boat and I rev the motor. And it was fun. I rev the motor again. It was fun. I didn't know that it was automatic. So I thought one good time I'd rev the motor. I shot across the lake, ripping the engine off the back of it.
Oh, Lord.
And as I hit the shoreline, I was thrown clear of the boat. And the boat went another 30 yards up the bank. My grandpa gets in his rowboat, comes across the lake, looks at me, says, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I think I'm fine." He says, "You're not going to be." Proceeds to drag me down to the dock, not realizing they don't have a boat and the dock is not that far out into the water. Grandpa throws me out into the lake, landing on my head on a rock, falling and breaking my shoulder. I wake up 2 days later in ICU. Grandma's standing there, Mom's standing there. When I came to, and they says, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I don't know. I did something stupid. I don't know." We went, "Okay, good. We're going to go get the nurse to check you out and all that." And Grandpa was standing right there over top of me. Grandpa comes up and goes, "If you don't tell your grandma what happened, I'll buy you that brand new PlayStation you want because you're not going to be able to go out this summer." And that's how I got the PlayStation. Now, by a show of hands, how many would have been in the same situation if you had done that?
Oh, if
If I had done it,
If I had done
yeah.
it, probably.
yeah,
But
if
I'm smart enough not to play with the boat in the first place.
Well, I wouldn't have had that powerful of a boat in the family to use.
Yeah, but how many of y'all's grandpa would have tossed you off the end?
Now, if the grandfather had done that, yeah. But
and by the age of 10, I was taller than my grandfather,
Yeah.
but I was still scared of him because he used to be a coal miner.
Yeah.
Okay. I learned to swim off the end of a dock at Lakeside, the apartment marina thing.
Yeah.
And it involved, we're going to learn to swim.
Yeah, that's a problem. We didn't have the kids today ain't got parents that'll take them out, throw them in the lake and say, "Here's your choice, sink or swim."
yeah,
If you make it back to the boat, you can graduate high school in 10 years.
Oh,
Of course, I did freak them out.
Chickamauga or Nickajack Lakes.
They tossed me off the end of the dock. I went as far down as I could, swam back under the dock, and stayed hidden.
You wouldn't let them do that shit again.
Well, sometimes lessons have to be taught.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the kids have to teach the parents a lesson. Because it does occasionally go both ways.
Another thing, the problem with kids today, when they get phone calls, those phone calls don't go through the parents anymore.
Nope.
And you better not be, yo, let me talk to so-and-so. You learn proper phone etiquette. Like, hi, Mr. Hollifield. Is Dan home and available to speak? If you said it wrong.
Actually, it'd be Mrs. Hollifield, and the answer would have been no. Dan and Wayne are both out on different tractors in different fields in different parts of the county.
Oh, and this is, I just realized when I did that, this is something kids today don't understand.
Click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom assigned my sister to be the phone Nazi. So every time the phone rang, my sister come running in, answered the phone, and would question everybody that wanted to speak to people in the house.
Mhm. Well, you remember most of the shows and the movies and all from at least the 80s. The girls were always the ones that wanted to be on the phone. The boys didn't care about it as much, but the girls just wanted to be the first one to pick up the phone and talk.
And the stampede towards the phone when it rang.
Yep.
No. Well, when we only had one phone in the house when I was real little, there was sort of a stampede, but the parents were the stampede. The kids didn't really get to,
Yeah.
No.
Later, we got 2 or 3 phones in the house. So you would have one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, maybe one in the living room. And then it wasn't a stampede. It was just whoever was closest to the phone got to it first.
Yeah.
And it wasn't uncommon to hear, I'm on the phone. I got it. I got it already.
That's what most kids today don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would have had a. They would have been a total
show them
loss
a rotary phone and see the cognitive dissonance in action.
Dropping
They would
a
have been a
dime
total
on
loss if it was a party line. You
Yeah.
had more than one person on the.
Yeah, John, exactly.
You're absolutely right, John.
dropping a dime on someone. Kids today will say it; they have no idea what it means. Especially because try and find a payphone that takes dimes.
Try and find a payphone
these days.
Period.
No, there are places you can still find payphones.
Yeah, we found one in Dalton.
Was it
Did
a
it
Waffle
work?
House?
No, it wasn't at a Waffle House. What was that restaurant we went to, Chris? With Ray and Bob?
Oh, Yellowstone.
Yeah,
Used
Yellowstone.
to be Western Sizzling.
Western Yellowknife or Yellowstone?
No,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. They renamed the restaurant Yellowstone. It used to be a Western Sizzling.
Now, back when I was in the 2nd grade, they had people from the phone company come to each classroom and teach people how to answer the phone, telephone etiquette, all of this. And the main lesson was never tell anybody on the phone that your parents aren't home. They're just busy.
Yeah.
And let whoever it is on the other end define what busy means in this context.
Yeah. Of course, people thought I was rich growing up. Because when you looked up my phone number in the phone book, it had my dad's name and the phone number, and underneath it, it said children's phone.
Ah.
And the reason we had our own phone is because Daddy used the main line for business. And he wasn't going to allow a busy signal with money involved.
I can't remember the name of the town, but the 1960s Batman actor Adam West, who lived in that town, in the phone book, if you looked up Adam West, it said see Batman. If you looked up Batman, it said see Bruce Wayne.
Wayne.
If you looked up Bruce Wayne, it said see Adam West.
So basically, an unlisted
None of them
number.
had a phone number.
And he paid for that.
He paid for that. And the phone
Well,
company, apparently the people in the phone company were like, absolutely, yes.
yeah, really. That's 3 different lines we can print in the phone book. You're gonna have to pay for all
that's
3
just it.
lines.
Yeah, that's just it. There wasn't even a phone number involved. It was just lines in the book.
Yeah.
Now, we used to have a guy here in town. His name was Elmer Fudd. And if you called it, you got, the answering machine was a voicemail. The answering machine. Hello, this is Elmer Fudd. Who was the other one? Fanny Farkle?
Yeah, that was a laugh-in joke.
It was an actual name in a phone book here in town. And it was an old woman. She says, I wish you people quit calling me.
Back when Chattanooga was all under the 615 area code, we had a 615-867-5309. I believe it was in Saudi Daisy. I can't remember exactly.
No, it was 615, but it was Georgia. Because it was Rossville Middle School.
No. There was a lady, and she was in, I want to say Saudi Daisy. I might be wrong about it, but she had the number 867-5309.
Yeah,
and when the song came out, people just kept calling her going, is Jenny there? And eventually the phone company had to pay for her a new phone number. So
yeah, they gave her a new. But yeah, it was also the Rossville Middle School.
423-265-1411.
Yeah, everybody called that.
You can still call to this day. It still works.
Time, temperature.
Time and temperature, and it's some investment, something or other. It's of course, it used to be American National Bank. Then it was SunTrust Bank.
One.
Then I don't know what it is now. So
Dalton's got one. 278-1213.
Then of course there's the phone jingles. 588-2300.
Empire.
And they still got the number, but it's a 1-800 now, or 888. It's an 888 number.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? Oh,
I have a structured settlement.
And I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now, which is a great phone number.
Yeah.
Should have been one for I have a friend in the diamond business that I kept hearing on Atlanta radio stations for decades.
Yeah, it was funny here. D. Geller and Sons
Oh yeah,
talk bad about the Shane Company, poke fun at them.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject in this town now.
Oh really? Who bought what?
Yeah, Rick Davis, Golden Diamonds.
Yeah. Let's just say it wasn't the IRS that came in and sold all this stuff. It was the FBI.
Yeah. He had some long conversations with the federal authorities.
Let me guess, he bought it for little and sold it for a fortune.
Apparently he took people's money to invest in whatever, and they were investing in gold and whatever, and all the records disappeared, but so did the money. So
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I'll tell you how bad that auction was. Rick was sitting there. He had one of those scooters, the hover rounds, not the one like Stephanie has with the steering wheel, one that had a little knob to steer it.
Mm-hmm.
They sold it while he was sitting in it.
Wow.
Here's some sausage sitting in the hover round. Go ahead and grind it up. We don't care.
Yeah, they sold his mobility device.
Didn't he die not too long ago?
No. Well, he won't last long, I'll tell you.
yeah, he wasn't in good shape when all this happened.
Yeah.
And oh Lord, what was the other commercial? I believe it was Dalton Carpet Mills commercial with
Carpets of Dalton.
it was with I believe it was Donna and the Wolf Man.
No, that's Atlanta Furniture Mart.
Atlanta Furniture Mart. Okay, I sit corrected. I don't mind.
Or they did furniture in Atlanta. They had location on Roosevelt Highway in Riverdale and another one in Jonesboro, I think. But Donna and the Wolfman, yeah.
Oh, let me see. Chattanooga Times Free Press 1 year ago. Chattanooga gold buyer Rick Davis nears May court dates for passing worthless checks and stolen property.
Say that again.
Chattanooga gold buyer Rick Davis nears May court date for passing worthless checks and stolen property. That was a year ago in the Chattanooga Times Free Press.
Hey, Dan, back before, what's his name? Dale, the morning host of B98.5, retired or whatever. I remember they did, they do these little funny skits in the mornings. And one of them was like, the punishment for somebody was going to be locked in the room for 48 hours watching nothing but straight Atlanta Toyota commercials with Tom Parks.
I heard of another one where a couple was going to be locked in a room, handcuffed together, watching War of the Roses for 2 weeks without food or water.
Yeah, I could tell.
On an endless loop, and I'm going, hey, they're not going to survive for 2 weeks without food and water unless, well, they still have one hand free each. Mm-hmm. One of them may have some food.
There's another one I could tell, but that would get us in hot water. So
Chris, when we were at the closed MallCon,
yeah.
Did you see the lady with the WKRP stuff?
Is that the one that had the action figures that was almost there towards the end on the front side?
She was right there at the door to the big room. I walked up and went, I saw the WKRP.
Yeah. I found out that was written about Gary McKee when he was an Atlanta radio host.
Yeah.
And he died recently.
Okay. Well, that's what I told her.
2 weeks ago or something, if I remember correctly.
Well, that's what I told her. I said, one of the greatest sitcom lines of all times came from that show. She goes,
yeah.
Which one? I said, give me yours first. She said, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. I chimed in. And we're talking about it, and she goes, she said, some of that stuff they came up with, it was crazy. I said, those are true stories.
My favorite one of the whole series, they brought in a state trooper, an Ohio state trooper, they were doing a drunk driving and sobriety experiment on the radio show. And what they were doing was Johnny Fever would take a shot of whatever they were drinking, vodka, liquor, whatever, and would take a shot. And they had this machine there to do the reaction thing. So first they were going to do the bass line. Of course, it's Johnny Fever. Right? So it goes in there. Okay, so put your hand on that button. And when I say go, hit the other button. Okay, seems simple. So he says, so he's sitting there, and Johnny's doing the radio thing, and all of a sudden the state trooper who's like got his stopwatch out goes, go. And he goes, you mean now? Oh! and he goes, 2.18 seconds, which is, and he looks at his chart and goes, which is equal to a man that has had 14 vodka martinis. And that was the base. That was where they based everything else off the rest of the test.
And I think it was Bailey that was also the other one in there.
And the more Johnny drank, the faster his reaction time got.
He goes, "That's not right."
And by the end of the test, him and the state trooper were drinking.
Well, yeah, because the test didn't work out the way the state trooper was expecting.
No, but I was talking to that lady about that, and I said, "Now you do know the Great Turkey Drop happened here in Atlanta." She goes, "What?" I went, "Yeah." One of the what'd you say the guy's name was, Chris?
Gary McKee, but he was a DJ.
Yeah. Gary McKee was a consultant on the show.
Well, Tim Wilson, the show's creator, worked at the radio station with him, so he knew firsthand some of the crap that went on.
Yeah. And it was like, she's like, no. I said, look it up.
One of Gary McKee, they were some big concert festival in Atlanta, and it was overnight and all that. I think it was in Piedmont Park. It may have been Midtown Music. I don't know, but
I'm going to look this up because I don't want to read this badly. But
he woke up and he got on the PA and like, "Wake up, you folks! It's time to get the day started." Something
it was.
It was probably a little more vulgar than that, but you could get away with some things back then that you can't now.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that they did, and they actually rewrote the ending to the show because of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Who concert.
Oh,
in Cincinnati.
That one.
That was the first time the show ended silent. Only time it ended silent, and there was a showed a candle burning.
Damn doors open the wrong way.
No,
was that for Keith Moon's passing?
No, that was the Who concert.
Oh.
The concert Stampede, where everybody's trying to get to the front. And the barricades were fastened to the floor.
Oh,
okay. That's not the one where the doors open the wrong way.
Yeah. No.
That was something else.
That was one to where like 14 people died in the crush of everybody trying to get to the front of the stage.
Yeah.
And people were dying as the first band was coming on the stage.
Oh, man.
Burt Reynolds, who lived down near Atlanta, once had a helicopter dump a load of horse manure onto the National Enquirer's Christmas tree in front of their office in Atlanta. Okay. And I'm reading this, strange enough, I'm reading this off of Snopes. Okay. And
wow.
And they have it marked as true. Yes, Burt Reynolds once dumped horse manure from his helicopter on a Christmas tree hosted by the tabloid publication National Enquirer. Let me see. It happened sometime before 2015, but it resurfaced for some reason. It resurfaced in 2022. And let me see here. I'm trying to read the rest of it here.
That happened late 70s, didn't it?
Yeah. But it for some reason it
makes its rounds.
Yeah. You see, the actor originally came clean in a 2015 interview with Dan Lepatard. See, the video of the interview is no longer hosted by the website. They were able to download the episode and upload it to the Snopes YouTube channel, and they've got links and stuff like that. I have posted this, what I'm reading from, on Stupid O'Clock already. So let's see here. When else was better deeds? Killer coverage. Oh, Reynolds said that the National Enquirer had been killing him with their coverage, and that the act made him feel so much better. Said he had about 100 horses at the time. He says that's a lot of horse shit. So he got 2 huge nets and filled both of them. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, his ranch foreman took the helicopter down to the wonderful National Enquirer, which is just down the street from here. I just didn't think it was right that the National Enquirer, had the largest Christmas tree in the entire United States. So it wasn't right. So he dumped it on top of the tree, and it just cascaded down. It was a beautiful sight. And yeah.
One of the biggest Burt Reynolds things I remember, Chris, you may not be old enough to remember this, but I think John may remember it. I know Dan will remember it. Hal Needham doing from Sharky's machine.
Yeah.
Getting shot out the window.
That was in Atlanta, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was I guess it's the Westin now, the round building.
Okay, the Peachtree Plaza.
Yeah.
It was the tallest building in Georgia at the time it was completed.
It was a 30-floor drop onto an airbag.
And it set a Guinness Book of World's Record at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The airbag, I think, was 5 stories tall.
I believe you're correct. Or 3
it would have had to have been to absorb that.
Yeah, I think it was actually, if I remember correctly, it was 2.5. It was actually 2 airbags, one on top of the other. So the first one would absorb most of the impact, and the other one was like the safety.
Mm-hmm.
And Hal Needham says, it was great. It's fun. I'm never doing it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he went out the window backwards.
Yep.
And had to guess where he was landing. If you ever seen the movie Sharky's Machine, he shoots the guy out the window.
Yeah.
And so the guy goes back first through the window. Kind of like what was the other movie? Die Hard. Yeah.
Where Hans Gruber
falling out the building.
And the guy looks up and goes, "Oh, I hope that's not a hostage."
Yep.
Now, that look on Alan, what was his name?
Alan Rickman.
Rickman.
It was Alan Rickman.
Yeah,
Yes.
played Hans Gruber.
Yeah. They told him, all right, we're going to drop you on 3. One,
now,
two.
they're only dropping him about 12 feet onto a mattress or whatever the hell it was that they were going to catch him with.
Told him, all right, we're going to drop you on 2. 1, on 3. 1, 2.
And they let go, like they said, okay, we're going to drop you on 3. 1, and they dropped him. So that look you see on his face,
that look of
is actually
real.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is nothing that I have seen Alan Rickman in where he did not do a great job.
Hmm.
The man was
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah, there were a lot of scenes like in Saving Private Ryan when Tom Hanks gets somebody's brain splattered all over his face. And that look that he turns and looks at him. Was that a Spielberg movie or a
Yes.
Yeah.
Spielberg?
He said
Well, I think it was.
Saving
It was.
Private Ryan was for his dad, and
Yeah.
Schindler's
It was.
List was for his
It was a
mom.
combination movie. It was Spielberg, Hanks, and I think Ron Howard was involved.
Yeah.
And they all did different parts of it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was Spielberg that says warm the blood pack to 98 degrees.
Another one like that was Alien.
Ridley Scott.
When the chest burster came out and blood went everywhere,
Yeah.
they didn't tell the actors that was going to happen. And I can't remember her name.
Well, surely they told Ian Holmes since he was the one, or John Hurd since he was the one it was happening to.
Yeah.
And what was her name? The short-haired girl, not Sigourney Weaver, the other one. Veronica.
Veronica.
Cartwright. Veronica Cartwright
Yes.
used to be in Lost in Space.
No. That her sister was in Lost in Space.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, she was the one that was like standing right in the front of the bloodstream when the thing popped out and just got covered in it. And again, warm blood. And she's the one that goes, "Oh God!" And that wasn't acting. That was her going, "Oh God!"
Yeah, well, like I said, Spielberg said Saving Private Ryan was for his father, and that Schindler's List was for his mom.
I'm trying to find the picture. They have released the picture for Spaceballs 2.
Okay.
I just got to find it.
Now, is that straight to internet, or is it going to actually be?
No,
released?
it's a theater.
It's going to be in the theaters.
Yes.
For about a week.
I almost wish they'd done it in IMAX.
Mel probably couldn't afford IMAX, but
Oh,
Are you kidding? With Mel Brooks' name on it? Jeez.
Yeah, but he's not as well known by the under 30 crowd.
Still got to get financial backers for stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they've wrapped filming.
Yes. About 2 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know if they're done with editing.
Probably not. If they just wrapped filming 2 weeks ago, it'll take
Yeah.
a couple of months to do the editing. And then you've got the post-production.
You know, they did that History of the World Part 2. And apparently it was, History of the World Part 1 was a great cinematography. I mean, it was really done well. Apparently the second one looked like it was done in a basement with digital cameras. So.
That's the one they released to the internet. They didn't put out in theaters. That's why it was a rush job.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't find it. It's probably got pulled, but they've got the Infinity Gauntlet of sequels.
I'm waiting.
That's Rick Moranis is holding it. But if you remember, the Infinity Gauntlet was on the right hand. This is on the left hand.
Well, that's the thing about gloves. They come in pairs.
And the official name, Spaceballs 2. The search for more money. Or the quest for more money.
I think it was a search for more money.
And there is an AI of John Candy as
Barf.
But Josh Gad is Barf's son.
Okay.
And they got most of the original cast back.
Yeah. Well, the ones that are alive.
Yeah. Dick Van Patten did.
Pullman and his son.
Yeah.
Daphne
Zuniga or whatever.
Zuniga.
Zuniga.
They're married.
And then,
It's going to be. I'm going to put it to you this way. I'm going. Yeah, Mel, you're going to get my $20. Fuck you.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Here's an idea.
What?
We need to make a party of that. Get the whole gang together.
Probably have to be on weekend.
Yeah. We'll get the whole gang together and we'll go to Chef Lynn's. Do the buffet thing, and then go over to the movie theater.
All right, I'm not running the book on how quick you get tossed out of the movie theater.
Okay, it's a
As
Mel.
long as we keep Joe Dog away from the broccoli.
Oh, Chris, did you see the girl at FarleyCon dressed up as Barf?
I think so.
I went walking by her. She turned and hit my tail and hit me where she was like, "Hey, watch it with that tail." She turned right on cue. I'm sorry, it's got a mind of its own. I said, "I love you."
Oh,
I said, "Oh, I almost just hugged her, but yeah, that's inappropriate now."
yeah.
That's what's wrong with the world. The country,
all the fun stuff is inappropriate, right? Yeah.
Beer was invented in ancient Mesopotamia, and now they're a non-drinking country. Go figure. And people don't want hugs.
Irony can be pretty ironic sometimes.
Hey, you really want to push the real fundamental MAGAs, whatever? Tell them the real reason the Mayflower stopped at Plymouth Rock.
They were out of
They
beer.
run out of beer,
Yeah.
which is actually safer than the drinking water that they brought with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why the British Navy went with rum. It was hard to get clean water.
I'll drink
Ale,
that.
and ale didn't do too well in the Caribbean. It was too
Yeah,
hot for
it's
ale.
too warm.
And same problem with wine. But rum, on the other hand, they could make locally, and it didn't rot so easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a moment.
I don't know. I don't know how long a shelf life rum has. I've never been able to make a bottle last more than about 2 weeks.
Oh, you heard about the exploration, whatever the first camp in Antarctica was.
McMurdo? Or was that Amundsen?
Whichever one, whoever shipwreck on the.
Oh, yeah.
They found bottles of whiskey or whatever. And they were only allowed to pull one bottle out of it. There's cases down there. That has been there, kept below zero for like 120, 150 damn years now.
Mm-hmm.
First thing they did was they opened it, pulled a few samples, canned it back, and whatever distiller had it, whatever distillery it came from, now has those samples, done the spectrographic, whatever.
Yeah, spectrographic
spectrometers
analysis.
and all that, because they also sampled it.
I bet they were warm though.
They said it was the best they'd ever had.
Well, yeah, try keeping anything in ice for 150 years. And when you finally pull the cork out of it, unless it's got a high water content, excuse me, it's going to be really good.
No, it was still liquid.
Well, yeah, didn't have a high water content.
But they were probably able to pick up the exact proportions of
what
excuse me, flavorings were added to it.
Yeah, the alcohol, the flavonoids, what kind of barrel it had been
kept
aged in. Yeah, and
but they showed it when, I mean, when they picked the bottle up, I mean, it was like they had on, the keep your hands warm gloves with the latex gloves over top of them. They picked it up. I mean, like they were picking up nitroglycerin.
Well, they were also picking up history.
Yeah. Well, the guy picked it up and he went, huh. It's not frozen. Alcohol does have a freezing point.
Yep.
Yeah. Glass does too.
And it didn't freeze, but it was, I mean, it wasn't even slushy.
It was perfectly chilled.
The closer it gets to Everclear, the higher the freezing point is.
Oh, reminds me when my daughter brought some moonshine home. I took a sniff of it and went, I don't know about this stuff. Just put a taste on my thing. Nope. Screwed the lid on it. I said, put that in the freezer and we'll talk about it in about 6 hours. That's long enough to chill everything down.
Yeah.
I opened the refrigerator. About 6 hours later, I pulled it out. I looked at it, and it's still liquid. I said, now, let's check this. And it turned to a solid chunk of ice. It was rubbing alcohol in water.
Oh, God. No wonder you had reservations. All right. I got to run down the hall. I'll be right back.
All right.
So no flavoring?
No. Mine does have a flavor. You can't taste it, but there is a flavor in
It's
it.
faint. But yours is damn smooth. That's what makes it damn dangerous.
It's the flavor. Flavoring I use. I use 1 drop of clear vanilla every 5 gallons. It just knocks the top off of it.
Yeah, it knocks the top off it all right, but that bottom kicker throw your ass for a loop.
John, do you know who John Johnson is? John and Mary.
I don't recall.
I do.
I got him good at Halicon one year. No, it was probably Fantasy Icon because it was actually warm in the morning.
It would have been Fantasy Icon.
I had an empty jar and I woke up thirsty. You know, that morning I need something to drink thirst.
Yeah.
Couldn't find anything and used all my coffee cups. So I screwed the lid off of it, took it off, rinsed the lid out. Wasn't none in the bottom. Well, a little drop in the bottom. I filled it up, washed it out, did that twice, and filled it up. Screwed the lid back on it. And, well, took a drink or two. Walked off. Walked back out. I was carrying the jar because, I ain't going to pay for a bottle of water. And I'm sitting there carrying that around. People are going, God, you're starting this early? Well, yeah, you know how it is. Well, I drank it almost all the way down. Okay. There's about that much left in the bottom. John walks up and sits down and goes, Joe Dog, you're crazy.
I'll be right back. I've got something I got to show you based upon that.
Wow.
Oh. But yeah, we're our guests are locked in. They sent me a new contract because they didn't realize they wanted 3 nights instead of 2. So that's going to save us a little dime or two. Now, I think you were here when I said we may not go to Huntsville.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to them.
Were you later in getting with them this year, or are they just slow in getting back to you?
They're just slow to get back. Ooh, good.
Well, hell, as long as that damn list is he's got this year. I mean,
ooh.
The only way they're going to have room if it gets much bigger is to build on top of the building.
Yeah.
Because they're running out of room down there.
Well, they did. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to sign that one with Samantha for damn sure. Both the same.
Erg.
All right.
Excuse me.
This is what I want to show Joe.
All right.
Put me on the full, not full. See, what's the one I want? No. That ain't it. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want, but I want me. There we go. That's what I want. I found these at Walmart. Okay, that's your standard mason jar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big mouth, though. It's the big mouth, not the standard mouth. I found this.
It's got a sippy cup lid.
It's got us. I found these at Walmart, and just so they cut up figures, it won't show up on green screen. This is a blue green one, but I actually thought about bringing that to Halicon with me from a water bottle, but it's glass, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Um,
really a good idea.
If you found a wide enough koozie,
You know,
to
it's not a
put
bad
on it.
idea. But I got the smaller one. I could do a much smaller water bottle.
Yeah.
No, that won't work. Okay.
But the koozie might give enough protection to keep it if you don't drop it from too high.
But
Yeah.
I thought
Well-
those would be neat for, you know, moonshine and other consumables. Yeah.
Well, John, what I did is JJ was sitting there. I looked at him, and Chris knows I always will mess with JJ. If there's a chance, him a jab, I'm gonna do 2.
No, why is it? Wait a minute. That's what I want to do. There we go. All right.
No, I don't like that. Let's go back to that. I like that better. Because I've seen myself. I don't want to subject them to that. I looked at JJ and I just looked at the jar. I looked at JJ, and JJ looked like he was suffering from the night before. And this was a Sunday morning. I just slid it over in front of him. I said, JJ, you ain't got a hair on your ass if you don't kill what's left in that jar. And everybody started looking like, oh shit, this is going to be good. No, I said, you chicken shit. Slid it back to him. Hey, Mary's driving anyway. He unscrewed the lid, pulled it off, sniffed the lid, sniffed the jar. Of course, you know, the little rubber gasket's got the smell of the moonshine in it. Jar still has it in there from the rubber gasket. He's like, he grabbed it, he looked at it, looked down in it, held his nose, full theatrical. And I said, you got to kill it. He goes, he threw it back. That went straight down his throat. He sat back up. He goes, set the jar down, and he goes, you son of a bitch, that's water.
Yep. Sounds like Joe Dog.
This summer, I went over to help my brother build a privacy fence in the backyard for 2 big reasons. One, his dog likes to go wandering. 2, his 4-year-old son likes to go wandering. And 3, all the neighborhood kids wind up in their backyard somehow. Anyway, so I helped him build the fence, and in return, he gave me he built a new gaming computer. Well,
yeah.
Gaming/work computer. So he gave me the old one. So I've been, the main reason he gave me this is because he needed somebody to play this game. A while back, he started playing this game called Star Citizen. And it's the big, massively multiplayer online version of what was it called? Wing Commander,
Yeah.
the one that Mark Hamill had a deal in.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he started playing this game real hot and heavy, but he needed what they came out with ships where it had turrets, so you needed a gunner to man the turret. So he basically got me hooked in the game just so he'd have a gunner.
Well, if it's got no camera or
Typecasting.
microphone, if it's got no camera or microphone, how do y'all communicate?
Headset. We'd go through Discord.
Ah,
Yeah. So we don't have to see each other. We just have to hear each other bitch and moan.
That's the Chris Roberts game, right?
Correct. And it's a beautiful game.
Yeah, there was another earlier version of that game out, and I can't remember if it's Star Citizen or something along those
Well, they've
lines.
got 3 connected games.
Mhm.
They got Star Citizen, Squadron 42, which is going to be the new Wing Commander variant of it. And they got this thing called Arena Commander, but it's basically the practice game for playing the other 2.
Okay.
And of course, they'll probably come out with some sort of Wing Commander variant for it too. I think Squadron 42 is supposed to be the Wing Commander variant, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And this is the game. It's crowdfunded.
Yeah.
Okay. B, it's been in development for over 12 years now. It's still in alpha. Hadn't even gone to beta yet. It's still in alpha. And they've gotten over $1 billion in crowdfunding to run this game.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nothing to sneeze at right there.
It is not.
Or-
Well, it if you consider how big the game is and the amount of people they got to pay to, keep the thing running, and it's got servers on 4 continents for the game. You got Australia, Asia, Europe, and the USA. And I think there's actually 2 servers in the USA.
Yeah.
West Coast and East Coast. But I'm not sure of the exact thing. And they're having a big convention in Los Angeles next month, which, God, I wish I had the money. But,
for those of you not familiar with the Wing Commander game, they did make a movie loosely based upon it. It was one of the first ones to have live action cutscenes in with the gameplay. And they had some pretty big Hollywood names.
they still do.
The third one was the one that really started bringing out talent because they had Malcolm McDowell, John Shook, a good character actor. Of course, guy that played Biff from Back to the Future played Maniac. Mark Hamill was in it. Ginger Lynn Allen
What?
was one of the mechanics, and they had another auburn brown-haired.
The guy that played Shaggy.
You talking about Matthew Lillard? He was
Yes,
he
that
played
guy.
Maniac in the movie.
Right. And they've had Mark Hamill's one of the voice actors in one of the the Wing Commander video games. And
Now-
I was pulling security at Dragon Con the year that he was there to push the Wing Commander video game. And they had a big sign, and it was in all the brochures and everything. He will not be doing any he's not there for Star Wars. He's there for Wing Commander. He will not be signing, autographing any Star Wars memorabilia. Big letters. He's there for these game people. He's not there for Star Wars. He's not there for George Lucas. And sure enough, all these people show up with their lightsabers and stuff, wanting Mark Hamill to autograph them. And security had to sit there and basically vet everyone going in. If they had a lightsaber, no, you have to leave your lightsaber outside in the room or whatever. Take it back to your room or whatever. And there's this one guy traveled 250 miles, bought the Dragon Con ticket, got the badge, which Dragon Con is a 4-day convention. I think badges at this particular time were $75. So he paid $75 for it and had a whole box of Mark Hamill Star Wars memorabilia that he wanted to get Mark Hamill to autograph. And we're like, no, I mean, it's on the website. It's in the, the brochures. It's, hell, it's in the program guides. It's in a big sign on front of the door. No, you can't. So he wanted his money back. And Joe, Mike Dilson.
Yeah.
He tried to tell Mike Dilson he wanted his money back.
He'd get a better shot with me than he would him. And how often do I give money back? Chris.
A cold day in a very warm place.
There was a comedian used to tell a joke about nothing's so rare as a day in June as drinks on the house in a Jewish saloon. And that's
Now, there was another game that was post Wing Commander and pre Star Citizen called Privateer.
Yep.
And I had it, but I didn't get to play it too much because if you think I work a lot now, I worked a whole lot more back then.
Star Citizen is almost a flight simulator. You kind of have to be in a box with F-16 controllers and foot pedals and stuff to play this thing, right? And I have a Thrustmaster set up with a stick and a throttle.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting that damn thing programmed, you got to have a damn internet, a computer programming degree or something. I've been slowly trying to figure it out.
Oh, that story you were telling about Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that almost happened to Star Trek cast? The cast went into full revolt. Sat down in Paramount office. 8 or 10 of them. And threatened that if you continue doing this, we will no longer support anything Star Trek. We won't sign it at conventions. We won't go to conventions as this. And one of them said, "You are a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm out if you continue." Well, word's getting out who the one that stood up and spoke for the entire crew.
Mm-hmm.
Stewart.
Huh.
Wow.
The one right next to him that says absolutely was Brent Spiner. Which really shocked everybody. And then Jonathan Frakes says, "You don't want this. I'll go too." You know what it was over? Starfleet Academy.
Well,
They said, "This is not Star Trek."
Well, Privateer, the other game that I was telling you about, its big name was Amanda Pays. She was from The Flash and
Max Headroom.
yeah, and she was also Mrs. Corbin Burnson from LA Law and Major League and various other things.
Very beautiful lady. My wife can't stand her. Her accent is too posh.
Oh man!
I'm sitting there watching episodes of Flash. She goes, "I hate that
dog.
woman."
That's a dog nail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to figure out how it wound up in my room.
Shit.
Well, up to your sock.
Yep.
Long as it wasn't in an item of food, you're all right. Oh, I've got to go get that on the air sign again and test it. Uh, Looks like it has to have batteries in it to work, even though it's got a USB-C port.
My brother,
Oh.
speaking of USB or USB-Cs, my brother has this cute thing, and I'm trying to find one. It's a fan. Looks like a dual jet engine, about this big around, about this long, and it comes down to a nice little cone-shaped nozzle on the end of it, and you charge it. It's rechargeable. You charge it off the computer, but you turn it on. It's an air blower for blowing dust out of your computer.
Wow.
And it's high speed. I mean, you turn that thing on, and it sounds like a jet engine going off in your house. I gotta find me one of them, and a camera and a mic.
I got to get me one of these.
And speaker. I'm looking at that. You know, there's that speaker I see all the time. I've posted it on Stupid O'Clock somewhere. The one that looks like a Claymore mine.
Oh yeah,
but it's $100.
Yeah.
So we went to Costco last Thursday. I'm looking through computer stuff there. They had a Bose speaker, little Bluetooth thing. $170.
Wow.
On sale at Costco. I'm like, that Claymore speaker is starting to look a lot damn better.
Yep.
Well, we got a membership to the new BJ's Club.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, selection.
How many BJ's did you get?
Not enough. Their selection is not good. I went and looked Halicon stuff.
Right.
A box of 24 hamburger patties.
Yeah.
Is
wait a minute. To be fair, beef prices right now are ridiculous. They're just now starting to drop.
Yeah. Well, a box of 24 was $40.
Oof.
The box of 40 at Sam's is $40.
Okay, we see what the deals are.
How much is a cow?
About $5,000 a year.
I only want to keep it for a day.
You still got to talk the farmer out of it, and then you got to pay the processing.
Hey, wait a minute. Does anybody we know have a car with a really mashed in front bumper? I got an idea on how we can get a cow real cheap.
You're evil, John. I love that.
You can talk to certain local farms that sell.
Last I heard, local farms was $2.25 on the hoof. $2.25 a pound on the hoof.
$2.25 a pound.
Yeah, on hoof. Means it's still walking.
Okay. Here's my idea. We get a really big, like helium balloon, attach it to the cow, and let them put it on the scale. It's like.
Farmers don't fall for that.
Well,
nope.
Grocery stores do. That's how I used to go my herbs half price.
I'll tell you, a good cattle farmer, Dan, you'll agree with me on this, can look at a cow and be within 5 to 10 pounds.
Especially if it's one of his and he's been feeding it.
Yeah. They can look at cows and know how much they weigh.
That's why people at the
auctions,
the cattle auctions, can't get away with trying to represent an 800-pound cow as a 1,200-pound cow, because the farmers will look at it and go, "Yeah, that one's too skinny for that to be right."
Yep.
I used to go to this Food Lion on the way home, and I was getting off work around 11 o'clock, so I'd be in there late at night. I was walking through the produce. I wanted to get some fresh herbs for a meal I was going to make, recipe I was going to do, and their price on fresh herbs was ridiculous. I mean, it's like, damn. So I put the herbs in the bag, tied it up, got to looking, and right next to where the produce.
Oh no, not the balloons!
On the other side of the produce was the bakery, and right in between the two, they had the helium tank for the party balloons, for the birthday balloons.
I knew you were going there.
So I pushed all the air out of the bag, went over, made sure no one was looking, put the bag over the helium tank, turned it on until the bag filled up, and then tied it off real nice and tight. Got all my herbs for half price.
Oh, John.
And they, you better pop that bag, but when you get to the car, that helium will eat those,
Herbs up.
yeah.
No, it wouldn't. Helium's an inert gas. That's why they use it in welding. It's just lighter than nitrogen oxygen.
Oh man, it's already that time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Are we going to do the thing with the thing?
We'll
Yeah, go
probably
ahead
do
and do
several
it,
things
John.
with several things.
Might as well.
Yeah. That's enough.
You just made Dawn twitch instead of reach for her sock.
Mhm.
No, she reached for the sock and went,
Why do I picture Dawn falling out of a chair trying to grab the sock and then getting pissed off because she only heard half the damn song? So that's, yeah.
Yeah, but John, your idea of the balloon on the cow,
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. All right.
Wait a minute.
what?
You know how a cow, everybody says that cow flatulence contributes to ozone depletion, right?
Yeah.
And they
Methane
have
production.
They have 4 stomachs. Is there any
Now
way
you want to stick the hose from the helium tank into a cow?
Yes.
You're incorrigible.
Dan, you haven't seen the video I saw. As research, they put ports into the 4 cow stomach on this one cow.
They had portholes where you could look into the stomachs and see what was going on.
Well,
Yes.
actually, it had a screw in, and you could reach in and pull out what was in the stomach to see the digestion. So
I
they could study.
have seen that. I think one of those experiments was done at University of Georgia on their dairy farm.
Probably.
The Army has a new hand grenade. I don't know if y'all seen this. It's the first new hand grenade they've built since the 1960s. Okay. Interesting thing about it is it's designed to explode without shrapnel. So
Where's the fun in that?
let me finish. Okay. So it's designed to be a blast grenade. It's an offensive grenade. And the idea is it doesn't produce shrapnel, so it doesn't create this huge collateral damage area. Okay. But here's the interesting part. It contains roughly 1/3 of a pound of composition A plus explosives.
That does not sound minor.
Okay. Composition A is 90% RDX, which is the chemical that's in C4. But C4 only is 60% RDX.
Whoa. We're getting into overtime here.
Okay, it's 60% or it's 90% RDX, 10% polymerized wax, I think is what it's called. It's the binder for the RDX. and aluminum powder. Okay. Aluminum powder is what makes cannon salute fireworks go boom and scare the entire crowd.
So it's got
Basically, it's a flashbang.
No, it's worse. It's infinitely worse than a flashbang. It's literally like tossing half a block of C4 into a room. Okay. And yeah, you don't want to be in that room.
Yeah, imagine there'll be some fragmentation going on, but it's not coming from the grenade.
Exactly. And I'm not sure. I'm trying to find out if it's got a metal casing or a plastic casing. It didn't specify, but it's basically it's in a can. So
yeah,
and yeah, it's you'll probably see it on the internet. They've been flashing it around. There's been a lot of meme. Well, I've got a lot of military sites on my computer, so I get to see all this fun stuff.
I need to ask John a technical question before we go.
What's that?
Is this a 2-quart or a quart and a half?
That is a 2-quart collapsible canteen.
And where do I get the pouch for one of these? Because I can't find them on the Army surplus sites at all.
They do make them. I don't know why you can't find one, except that they haven't made a brand new one since the 1970s. But they are out there.
This is marked 1990.
Yeah, they made the bladders up till then. It's the covers that you're going to have trouble finding because they haven't made those since forever.
Okay.
I've got one. I've actually got one of the covers on my rucksack, and I've got a spare bladder in like what you just had in my spare room over here.
Dan, do you want canvas or leather?
They don't.
I don't care.
They don't make leather.
John?
It's the old school canvas, and it's got the fake wool inside.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is you wet down the inside,
and
as the water evaporates, it cools the water in that canteen, like the old canteen or the old 1 quarts.
Well, I was going to say, check out Twin Cedars.
Yeah, there's all sorts of Army surplus stores that. Well, the problem is I don't know if you'll find the canteen cover without the canteen, but what you'll probably find is a busted canteen and a canteen cover. I'll keep my eyes open though. So.
Yeah,
please do, because
I actually have some.
I actually need a cover for it, and
the original cover, and this may be why you can't find it. The original cover, not only did it have the clips for attaching to a rucksack, it had a shoulder strap.
Yeah, I would imagine that.
And I think everybody used the shoulder straps for the rifles. So that was
probably more comfortable.
It was wider. It was a 2-inch. The strap that came with the M16 was just a little over 1 inch wide. That strap for that thing was 2 inches wide.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I need the strap, but I do need the cover. If you find one, let me know where I can get it.
I will look through I can't remember. I've got so much Army surplus crap in my house. It ain't funny, but I will look and see if I've got one. So.
Well, I mean, I was thinking, Army
now
surplus stores.
We do have one decent Army surplus store in town still. Not good, but decent.
If they've got a website that I can order one from, I will be infernally grateful. We used
to have 4 good Army surplus stores in town. Brainerd Army surplus store, that's the only one still left.
Yeah.
But it's not so, it's old. Yeah, I mean, everything that's in there is, old. We had Jay's, Jack's, which was the one that was downtown, and then the Red Bank one.
Yeah.
Which, is that one still there?
It's still there. It's appointment only. And you better spend something when you show up.
Oh, okay. Like I said,
you better not buy a pack of gum.
If
You
you
have
can, if you can find a place I can go to a website and order what I need, I'll be grateful. Thank you very much.
The only place I can think of where you might be able to, I mean, I know they'll have them, is US Gov, USGI.gov, I think is what it's called. It's where the Army guys can go to order stuff. So I don't know.
I'm not Army, so if it's restricted to just veterans,
I don't know if it's Veterans, National Guard, Army Reserve, or what, but it's worth looking into.
Well, none of that applies to me. I'm just a farmer.
But I will look.
I appreciate it. I'm in no great hurry, but I'm putting together a power outage kit for tornado season and next ice storm season.
Okay, water's important. I would suggest, and this is what I do. I keep 1 gallon jugs of distilled water at the house, and I rotate them. And the reason distilled water, if you use distilled water on your Keurig coffee maker, you don't have to descale it. We have very rough water here in North Georgia.
Yes, we've got. I'll never have to take any of that.
We're good on calcium. Thank you very much.
It's not calcium; it's iron.
Oh, really?
Here.
No, we got up here. I've got the calcium carbonate. If I run the water distiller, it's got chalk in the bottom. I mean, it's.
I understand.
It's hard buying water distillers now. They ask too many questions.
What?
You're just going to use water in this, right? Absolutely.
Oh, come on. I've
Good
taken
night,
chemistry
Joe.
classes. I know how to do this.
You know,
Somebody that distills wine.
Into
You
brandy.
know, water distiller?
Yep.
wow.
It's not easy, but it can be done.
No kidding.
You have
Elle
to.
McPherson has turned 62.
Who?
Elle McPherson.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What
Sports
was it?
Illustrated swimsuit model.
Yeah.
Well,
Lady
have
Gaga.
you seen the girl that she's doing a lot of ads now? Looks like Cindy Crawford. I mean, almost looks just like Cindy. Yeah, it's her daughter.
Yeah. Her daughter. Who's the other one? Uma Thurman. Or no, not Uma Thurman.
Krista Brinkley.
No, the one from The Fifth Element.
Mila Jovovich.
Have you seen her daughter?
No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure her daughter is a clone. Okay. It's ridiculous how much they look alike.
Before I forget, lady from Supernatural died. She was only 51.
Lady Gaga's 40.
Yep, she's 40 today.
Well, yeah, still.
Well, yeah, it's still today.
Yeah.
Oh, who's one?
That day's my daughter's birthday too.
Oh, well. Happy birthday to your daughter.
Yeah.
Darn it. The cute little girl from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Talking
Not
about
Phoebe
Jennifer
Cates.
Jason Leigh or Phoebe Cates?
Jennifer Jason Leigh. That's the one. She just turned 64. I didn't realize she was older than me. That was kind of a shock.
Oh, she's in that series on ABC, High Potential. And she's one that the military looks around and goes, no, we don't want to fuck with her.
Well, folks, we are over the 90 minutes.
Well, wasn't her daddy Vic Morrow?
Who, Jennifer Jason Lee?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a John question. Looks like John's already shutting down for the night.
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Yeah. I got plenty to
Okay.
do tomorrow.
I got to get up in a few hours anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta go to bed in a few hours. Boy, it's fun being retired. I don't have to get up until noon.
Yeah. You think?
Ugh.
Well, I guess we'll say good.
Good night, everybody.
What is this? Oh, here we go. What I'm best known for.
Sometimes I'll just stir shit up for no reason.
You don't say.
Yeah, that's typical.
All right, with that, let's say good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Okay.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.